Oh, a little bit sleepy and a lot sore today. Hello, YouTubers. We're going to be trying something a little bit different today here at the homestead, and I don't know if this is going to work exactly. Um, but we had an idea last night. Dana and I were talking, and we're going to start on the kitchen today. Got to do to start out with. We've got to get everything chipped out, all the old tile chipped out that was underneath the sink area. We've got to prime that wall, the bottle wall that's back there, sand the cabinets down, get a primer coat on those, and we're going to get that put back together, get the stove and refrigerator put in there so that we've got a functioning kitchen in there. And then I'm also going to put the patio set down there in the kitchen area for now, because after thinking about it, we've got those feral cats out there, and they've got white cushions, and that's going to be no bueno. So I'm going to have cat hair, and the cats are going to go up there and sleep on those chairs. And until that's enclosed, sorry, I'm still really tired. It was a rough day yesterday. It just doesn't make sense to put it outside. That'll probably be like next season. In the meantime, though, I can utilize it in there and actually have a spot to sit. Dana's been sitting in here trying to eat at the coffee table with me, and it's a royal pain in the ass. Even the coffee table was something that was left behind that I had to clean up. So what we're going to do is he's going to set up his tripod with his phone going on live, and I'm going to set mine up with my phone going on live. That way you guys can watch us actually doing the work and the banter that we have back and forth while we're giving each other shit all day long. And you can watch the work as we're doing it. Now, the thing is, I need you guys to understand is I'm not going to be able to answer comments on that live because the phone's going to be on the other side of the room. And I'm not going to be stopping every 2 minutes to go over there and look at it to answer questions. You're welcome to leave comments, and I can go back in and, of course, answer your comments later. But we're going to try this and see how it goes. It's going to be interesting. It'll give you guys a chance to watch us doing some work and a longer format, and you'll be able to kind of jump in whenever you want to. So I imagine the video is going to run extremely long. And I don't know. It'll either not do anything or it'll help boost up Dana's channel with him getting more subscribers and my channel as well. I don't know if anybody does it this way, but I don't do anything the way anybody else does it. So obviously we've got Virginia up here helping out in Illinois. And I do want to get the kitchen put together, though. It's a key piece here. And we're just trying to pick and choose what's best to utilize our time. But just for the one day that Dana was here, I mean, we've already got the mass majority of everything cleared out around the house. Again, please, if you guys are going to leave comments, if they're not positive, guys, I'm just going to start blocking you. I'm not even going to warn you. So don't take that the wrong way. I had a lot of comments yesterday about the rabbit, and I do want to address that first thing today, because my parents raised me that if you go to somebody's house or somebody comes to your house and brings something to you or offers you something food-wise, that you try it. Period. That's the way it was. And I would have got my ass handed to me if I didn't. And that's the way I was raised. And Dana raises meat rabbits. And even though that might not be normal, quote unquote, to you, it is for them. And Dana's a great guy. You know, he packed everything up in his bus, drove 14 and a half hours straight from Virginia up to Illinois to come out here and help me out on my homestead, to help get me prepared for winter. And he's a hell of a good guy. And he had about 30 of those meat rabbits, and he's down to his last 3. And he was gracious enough to pack one of those up, put it in the bus, drive it across the United States, and he's planning on preparing it and wanted to make me rabbit stew. Because we were talking on the phone one night, myself, him, and his wife, and I've never had it. And I don't even know if I'm going to like it, but I'm damn sure going to try it. And of course, we're not going to kill the rabbit live or anything like that. It's not going to suffer or anything like that. But if you really have a problem with it, then don't subscribe to my channel. absolutely just log off of it, forget it, don't come back, don't view anything else. Because that's the way I was raised, folks. And I think it's rude to make comments about it, and I'm just not gonna even deal with it anymore. I commented back to a few people, but you know what? It's just not worth it because some people are just going to be judgmental like that. But please don't go onto Dana's channel and say stuff about, how could you do that? You can't do that. I'm sure you guys eat some stuff that you wouldn't believe how it's processed. So just keep that in mind, please, with the comments. Let's try to keep it positive. The judgy shit, the judgmental shit, it's just not going to fly. And here's the reason why. It's not worth my time to deal with you. We've got on this channel a ton of great people. The people make wonderful comments. I've gotten some amazing suggestions from people where I'm like, Jesus, I'm dumb. I can't believe I didn't even think of that. And we want this to be inspiring for people, where we can have two homesteaders working together to work on two different properties at the same time. And I plan on going out to Dana's property to help him. I'm not sure if we're going to be doing that this year. It'll probably be in the spring because the seasons are changing. It is getting damn cold here, damn fast. But we really busted ass yesterday. Dana's been a godsend. He rode around on that tractor like a lunatic. And we're trying to clean up as we go. But a lot of the smaller stuff I'm going to be able to work on after he takes off. The big stuff is the stuff that he's here to help me with. Because it's very difficult for me and it's very difficult for him. Between the two of us, we've got one halfway decent person to work. So we just kind of kick into gear half and half and bounce it back and forth. And we're trying to get as much done as we can. And all the wonderful comments that people have been leaving, thank you. Thank you very much. And I know that a lot of you have gone over and subscribed to Dana and Krista's channel at Real Outdoor Living. And I also really appreciate that. Sorry. The allergies were really kicking in. The pollen was going everywhere yesterday. But I really appreciate you guys that have gone over and checked out their channel at Real Outdoor Living and subscribed to them. It's not something where you make a lot of money with YouTube. You have to really get up into the thousands and thousands and thousands of viewers, subscribers, before you start making some decent money. And even though I've hit, you hit the 1,000 person threshold, and then you're allowed to monetize. But then it's about another month before that revenue starts to build up. Even once the revenue starts to build up, it's just a couple $100 maybe-ish. And then you also have to change a whole bunch of things on your algorithm. You have to wait another month or two before you get paid out. And like mine, I still haven't received any kind of a payout from my channel. So I do appreciate you guys that are subscribing over there. And the sooner that we can possibly get them up to 1,000 subs, the better it's going to be, so that they can start getting that money in. And over the course of the winter, they can continue uploading videos about their family and their plans and Dana's woodworking. And hopefully by springtime, they've got a little bit of money in there that they can use for one of the projects that they need to accomplish out on their homestead in Virginia. So again, guys, thank you for those of you that have subscribed, that are leaving wonderful comments, that are leaving great suggestions, that are giving us thumbs up. They're telling us, keep on going, guys. You guys are doing a great job. For those of you that are leaving those type of comments, thank you guys very much. I mean, it really, really makes my day. I know it makes Dana's day and Krista's day when they get done. Krista's back in Virginia, busting ass working all day long. She doesn't even get done till about 8 o'clock at night. And Dana last night, I think we were up until almost 10 o'clock last night, and he went out, passed out in the bus, and he was dog-ass tired. We ran all kinds of errands. He got the opportunity to go over the Mississippi yesterday. He thought that was really cool. I took him to downtown Fulton, took him over and showed him the fishing hole. We went out to eat at an Irish pub called Stouts in Clinton, Iowa. If you get a chance to look that up on Google, or if you're ever in Clinton, you definitely have to stop there. They have ridiculously huge meals, ridiculously good food. And Dana had a double humongous handmade pork tenderloin dinner thing on Texas toast with fries drizzled with cheese and bacon. And I don't know where the hell the guy puts this stuff. And I had a Philly cheesesteak yesterday, came back home, and we worked, and then he was hungry again. So I was so tired, we just grilled out hot dogs last night and had potato salad, and he didn't last very long after that. Once he got his stomach full, he was in the bus and crashed out for the night. But you guys definitely please give props to Dana. This guy's amazing. His wife's amazing. His family's amazing. And they're doing a lot to help me. And we're going to both be doing that, helping to pass that on to some of the other homesteaders, the really small channels. We're not going to go in and help the people that are, spending $50,000 to get stuff done for them. We're going to be doing volunteer. So we plan on announcing some of the people that we're going to be trying to visit this upcoming season. And we really want to create a network of homesteaders for people that don't have a lot of money. If I had a lot of money, I've heard people say that I'm like a secret millionaire. No. If I had a lot of money, I would hire crew in and put a ceiling in. Right yesterday, I would hire drywallers to come in and redo the walls. I would have hired a crew to come in and clean the property up. So that's ridiculous. No. Homesteading is ridiculously expensive, extremely hard work. You don't see the benefits. I mean, you can see the yard cleaned up, but like for the vegetable season, I'm pretty much done for this year. And even if I had the time, I wouldn't be able to do any plantings this year. So my best bet is to work on the house to get myself comfortable for the upcoming long winter. We're going to be doing firewood. We've been down and taken a look at that. There's some certain pieces that Dana wants to take back to Virginia for different projects that he's working on, which you can see a lot of those projects on his channel at Real Outdoor Living. He's an amazing woodworker, makes amazing things. But thank you again, guys, and I will have a live stream starting here after I get my ass woke up better. I'm all stuffed up. My eyes are still pretty runny. I'm going to take a couple of Benadryl. I'm going to drink a whole bunch more coffee. Dana hasn't shown up at the house yet, so I think he's probably going to be sleeping in a little bit today too. After his 14.5-hour drive, he got here. He ended up going to sleep and was up again at like 5 o'clock the next morning, which was yesterday. So I think it finally caught up with him today. But we're going to have some cool stuff coming up today. It's cool for me. Might not be your thing, but we're going to be chipping up all the rest of the tile in the kitchen. And then we got to carry that out, load it in the truck. Then I've got to take the truck out to the field to the pile that I've got for that, because I have piles of everything. I have piles of metal, I have piles of appliances, I have piles of tile, I have piles of garbage, piles of plastic. And everything's getting separated so that once we get to spring and the weeds go down, I can have huge dumpster dropped off, and I can just spend maybe a week, bring a few people out from church or have a few people from town come in, and we'll just load one dumpster after another until all the crap's gone. So that's kind of the game plan today. We're both going to go live, so you can either watch on my channel or you can watch on Dana's channel. Not sure how long, if there's a limitation on the live time frame, but I'll take a glance at the camera every once in a while, and I'm sure I'll have to move the tripod a few times. But we're going to get the other appliances that are in the kitchen out of the kitchen, chip up the floors, prime the walls. I don't know. I really wish I could at least get vinyl down, but we're going to have to see what kind of process that's going to be, getting there's cement on the floor, there's grout on the floor, it's not going to be an easy process. And we're going to get the sink hooked up so I can actually do my dishes somewhere other than in the little itty bitty sink in the bathroom. And we're going to see about this bathroom situation. I'm trying to talk him into it. I don't think he wants to touch it with a 10-foot pole either. But we might just have to open it up and see what kind of can of worms is underneath there, because it's really hard to tell. Now we're looking at it more in depth, and it almost seems like it's like an old jacuzzi tub's been stuck in there. We'll see. It's really, really hard to tell exactly what's been done down there. So, and I think he's worried that he's going to get it opened up and then not be able to help me finish it before he has to go, which is fine too. I don't care how bad it looks. I just want, even if it's all out, like I told him, I can always go over to the gym. I can do the Planet Fitness thing at the end every day and go over there and shower, worst case scenario. But even if I can just get it all gutted out of there, I can put a little tub in there. Even if I use the horse trough tub and put it in there and sump pump that out, at least it'll be clean and it'll be on the floor instead of having to climb up there. Because once winter hits, with a bad back and one bum leg, if I climb out of that damn thing and fall and crack my skull, I don't even know. You guys would probably be the first ones to know. You'd be like, James hasn't been on there for days. I wonder if he fell out of the tub. And that'd probably be what it was. And I definitely don't want to be found naked next to that bathtub. That isn't how I want to go out. So I'm going to still talk to him about that, and that might be coming up as well. But I wanted to give you guys a heads up. A huge thank you to everybody that has subscribed to Dana's channel. Also give him another push to try to have you guys go over and subscribe. And yeah, stay tuned. We're going to start tackling the kitchen today. So this ought to be good. Thanks a lot, guys, and we will see you soon.